good afternoon or good morning, depending on where you are tuning in live from, or if you're going to watch the video later on, I would assume it would then be evening or afternoon. My name is Jeremy Harrell. I am the Director of Branding here at Infinity Social Network, and we have some great stuff to talk about today. We have some more shirts to give away today, and we have a challenge for you today. So we'll let some folks be notified that we are on live. Apologize for all the people who might be watching later on, and you don't want to wait through it, but you know how it is here on Facebook. You got to give a few moments in order for folks to be notified that you're here so we can get started. In the meantime, we will do what we always do, and we will give credit where credit is due by shouting out the folks that are engaging live. Hello, Cheryl Piper. Hello, David Buckley from Colorado Springs. Tracy Slater, good afternoon. Sheila, how are you? Dwight, Karen, how are you? Lisa Carr, how are you? Good to see you. Jim Thompson, good morning to you. Here in New Hampshire, it is approaching noon. We are almost at the 12 o'clock lunch hour. And you know what that means here on Infinity. That means it's time to give away some t-shirts because we're hoping to catch some people at their lunch breaks. So I have a challenge for you folks today. But before we do that, if you could please do me a favor and reach down, press the share button, and invite 10 of your first friends, 10 of your first top friends to watch the video. I think that this is something that we can all engage in together. I think this is something that we could maybe brainstorm together and come up with some great ideas. We do have plenty of time. It's only halfway through November, and our goal here is to come together and help some families this Christmas. Hi, Ann. Hi, Crystal. James Cote, good afternoon. Jennifer Schneider, how are you? Good morning or afternoon. Crystal, how are you? You're in Central Time, Jim? All right. Denise, official MAGA Girls is doing Toys for Tots 2, December 9th. That's great. That is super great. I love that. That's coming from Andrea Gameros, and yes, we are friends with Denise and everybody out there. Hello, Brenda. How are you? So here's what I want to do. This weekend, I had the great opportunity for ISN to go down and see a Comic-Con convention in Rhode Island, Providence, Rhode Island. One of the things that I enjoy about the Comic-Con convention is that it's a family event from young to old, no matter where you're from, who you are, what color you are. It's truly a place where 100,000 people come together and express their interest in imagination, in fantasy, in families bonding together over something that they can all have commonalities in. That's one thing about the Comic-Con or Pop Culture Con conventions is that you truly can meet people that have like-minded interests with you everywhere. There was 100,000 people there, and I was thinking to myself, how great would this be while I was there if we had the proximity search? Now, I went around everywhere, and I talked to tons of people, celebrities, musicians, artists, famous cosplayers, family members, just tons of people down there about Infinity Social Network. And everybody that I talked to about it was very excited about it. They all said that they were ready for a change as well, even some of the celebrities. And they gave some great ideas. One thing that every one of the people that I talked to kind of had in common with what they had said back to me was, we really like how focused you guys are about community. We really like how focused you are about engaging in and bringing people out to the community to do stuff rather than sit on the mobile device or the computer. So there's so many different things out there that people were like excited for ISN when it comes to the freedom and all that. But what I noticed more than anything, which really surprised me, was how happy they were that we were going to engage in our communities, that we were going to get people out to make a difference, that we were going to change the world. Hi, Roxanne, how are you? So, having said that, when I left the convention, both days, how you doing, Gio? That's great that you guys are doing a toy drive. That is really great, Gio. I will spread that and help as much as I can as well. Good morning, Denise. So as I left the convention, what I noticed was, and you see this everywhere, folks, this isn't anything new, but what I noticed was that there was homeless people up and down the boulevard. How you doing, Chris Lartz? Now, these folks were, some were asking for money, some were asking for help, some were asking for anything they could, food, anything they could. And it just, especially getting around the cold months and getting around the holiday seasons, it makes you feel. It really makes you feel for those folks. And, every year myself, personally, we do, hold on just one second. I want to scroll through here. Okay, there we go. Personally, myself and my children, we do toy drives every year. We're part of a toy drive every year. And having being a part of that every year, it makes me wonder why we don't do it more than just the holidays. Like, I would like to be, especially being involved with Infinity Social Network, I would really, really, really like for Infinity Social Network to constantly be involved, not just for the holidays. John Lilo says, finish your platform first. I assume you're talking about launch first, but the launch is already imminent. The launch is already happening. We are talking about getting ourselves involved in communities prior to launch, during launch, and after launch, okay? And it's not just with children, it's not just for the holidays, it's all the time. But because we're getting so close to Christmas, I wanted to offer this challenge to all of you folks. For the first time this year, I sat down with my children and really, because my children are at an age where they really can start understanding things on a preteen or teen level. And I sat my children down and I talked to them about Christmas. And I know everybody doesn't celebrate Christmas, but this is a story of sacrifice for everybody. Whether you support, Christianity, Judaism, Islam, there's something that you can do for your fellow the people that belong to your religion, even your community, where you can actually help a little bit by sacrificing a little bit. So my children, I sat them down, I talked to them about what we could do this year, other than helping raise, not money, but raise, toys for underprivileged kids. What could we do this year? And I explained to them the real reason behind these beautiful holidays that we have, such as, Christmas, and people who, celebrate Ramadan and stuff. And I explained to them what these holidays really are supposed to represent. And my children, and I told them about what I saw in Rhode Island, and I saw children and adults alike on the streets. And, unfortunately, we don't individually have the means to help everybody. But together, we don't have to wait for the government to do this, okay? Together, we don't have to wait for big corporations to do this. I don't think Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, I don't think any of them actually do this. I don't think they get involved in their communities at a person-to-person level. I think if they do anything, they probably just donate money or raise funds or whatever. I'm talking about face-to-face get involved. And my children had a great idea, and it was truly nice to hear this coming from a child. But my children said, well, why don't we just give up some of our gifts? Not only raise a lot of gifts for people and families in needs, but why don't we give them some of our gifts? How you doing, Will Johnson? Good morning to you. That really hit me right here, because my children, who are 10, 9, and 8, and then I have a little baby who's not, she doesn't know anything about holidays or anything yet, but who are 10, 9, and 8 are willing to give up what they would get, what they would receive, in order for children to have a better Christmas this year, to have a better holiday. So we are going to be doing a toy drive the second weekend in December, and we are going to start passing out the word now and getting it going now. And I know there's a lot of folks doing it, but here's my challenge to you folks. Talk to your families, talk to your children. If you have children, see if your children would like to participate in your towns. I'm sure there's toy drives going on in every single town in America. See if your children would like to participate in sacrificing some of their gifts, one of their gifts, two of their gifts, all of their gifts, And try to go out and get involved in your communities and help a little bit. Again, we don't have to wait for big corporations. We don't have to wait for the government. We don't have to wait for anything like that. And we damn sure do not have to be selfish. We damn sure don't. I have the blessing of being where I am today through hard work, perseverance, and loved ones and my faith. So I have every day of the year, I wake up with a roof over my head. Every day of the year, I go to bed with a roof over my head, with heat in my house. Every day I get up, I drive my car to work, I put gas in my car. Every week we have food, not a lot, but we have food in our pantries, in our cupboards, in our refrigerators. And there are so many thousands of Americans out there who do not. And for some reason, cannot get any assistance whatsoever. So it comes down to just regular people, veterans, children, tall, short, black, white. It doesn't matter. There's so many people out there who need our help. So Infinity Social Network, we are going to use our means. Myself, as outside of work, I'm going to do everything I can, and we are going to just try to spread as much positivity and as much awareness as we can to sacrifice for the good of others. Because together, if we just sacrifice a little bit, just a little bit, then we can start changing the world. Then we can start breaking free from the society we live in, where our children think that Christmas means tons of presents. But that's not what Christmas means. Christmas doesn't mean tons of presents. Christmas means giving, not receiving. And I'm sure that, I don't practice other religions, but I'm sure that rings true with other religions. We can do better, folks. Whatever religion you belong to, whatever faith you have, we can do better. Always wake up thinking to yourself, I can do better than the day I did before. Whether that means at work, whether that means with your families, whether that means with your communities. Because trust me, we can all do a little bit better than we did the day before. That is the whole basis for this social website that's launching. So that's just my plea to you folks today. That's my challenge to you guys today, is to think about tomorrow how you can do better. And for me, that means during Thanksgiving and Christmas that we get out there and we give and not so much look towards receiving. And I know if my 10, 9, and 8-year-olds are willing to do that, then most 10, 9, and 8-year-olds are probably willing to do that, okay? So what I want to do is I want to give away 2 new shirts. I sent out shirts Friday. So all the shirts that I sent out Thursday and Friday, folks, Thursday and Friday, you guys should be receiving today all the way through Wednesday. I'm also going to go and send out some more shirts today, which will catch me right up with everybody who's won a shirt. And I'm going to pick 2 new winners right now for Infinity Social Network t-shirts. I will tell you this about the launch. I know so many people are excited about it. Think about this. Today is November 13th. That means that after November 30th, you will no longer be waiting for Infinity Social Network. So whether it launches today or November 30th, you have only a maximum of 17 days left. Think about that, folks. In 17 days, within 17 days, not in 17 days, within 17 days, you will be able to have access to your Infinity Social Network profile and page. You will be able to start creating greatness. You'll be able to start with a fresh start. You'll be able to break free. And I really, really, really cannot wait. And we're so close, guys. Like I said, within 17 days, you'll have it. But that doesn't mean you have to wait 17 days to start figuring out how you can do better for yourself, your family, and your community tomorrow. And so let me get just right to this. We're going to pick some winners here, folks, like we've been doing. And as I close my eyes, I'm just going to point to a name. I have a list full of people here, hundreds of people. And here we go. Jeremy Owens. Jeremy Owens. I'm going to mark this down. Jeremy Owens, you are the next contestant on The Price is Right. Now, you have won a free t-shirt. Bonnie, all you have to do, you've already changed your profile, Bonnie, so you're already in here. Bonnie Groves Brown, you're already on this list, and you're in a raffle to win daily, and on the day that actually Infinity Social Network launches. So you're already involved in that. If you want to insure a t-shirt, there's a few people who did this over the weekend. All you have to do is do a video talking about Facebook censorship, what you've seen, how has it affected you or people you know, and how you're going to be going to Infinity Social Network this November. So Jeremy Owens, you win the first t-shirt of today. And move my list down here a little bit and point. And we have Sue Swigard Melton. Sue Swigard Melton, you win the second shirt here on our daily t-shirt profile pick giveaway of the day. So you guys, thank you so much. Remember, this isn't me telling you how you should live your life. This is me just maybe planting a seed or planting an idea that tomorrow, when you wake up, do better than you did today. And the only way you can do that is if you sacrifice for your family, your friends, or your community. That's the only way it can happen, folks. We got to stop being selfish. We got to start looking outward rather than inward. And we here at Infinity Social Network, I can guarantee you that every one of the conversations that I've ever been in with anybody in this company, whether that means the president, the vice president, the chief operating officer, anybody in the development team, I have never had a conversation with anybody that's different than the conversation that I just had with you. The entire company stands on self-sacrifice and making a community better by doing better yourself. I promise that. So folks, like I said, no more than 17 days, and you will have your access to your profile on Infinity Social Network. And you can build it, create it, and say whatever you'd like in order to express your feelings and express your talents and skills and ideas and opinions. Guys, have a great day. Love you all. And we're almost ready for freedom. I am. I've been ready, and I know you all are too. Have a great day. Congratulations to all the t-shirt winners. See you later.